Everyone, Takedown here. Welcome back to another video. Today, as we have mentioned, we're going to be showing you guys our settings for printing our tumbler designs. So the program that we use is right down here. It's called Silhouette Studio. You can go on Google, type that in. It should be one of the first links. Go ahead, create an account, download it onto your computer. All you need is a free account. Once you have it opened, this is what you're going to see here. So this is after it's been opened up. You're then going to want to first check out your page setup. So if it doesn't automatically come up like it has here, you're going to want to go over and click the first button here for the page setup panel, and you're going to open that up. Then you're going to want to check your media size. So you're going to select your media size based on your printer. Ours is 8.5 by 11. You're then going to want to check right here. Your width is 8.5, height is 11. You're going to go based on your printer settings, but that is for ours. You're going to want to make sure the orientation is correct, and that's right here. It is upright, which is what we use. And then you're going to want to go down here, and if you unclick this, you're going to see the gray borders in the middle here, erase. You're going to want to make sure that's check marked. That just shows you how far over you can go for your printer settings. Ours, if we put anything between the edge of the paper and this gray line, it will not get printed. So you want to make sure everything is in the middle of that. So we keep that on as a kind of a guideline. So that's the basics for the page setup. Then you're going to want to upload a design. So you're going to click on File, go ahead and click Open, and then I'm just going to go on a random design here. We're going to pick the hockey player one that we have customized. So this one has Gretzky, Crosby, McDavid, and Bedard on it. This was a custom one of one that we did. This one here, you're going to first go ahead and you're going to click on this little one here, and you're going to hit rotate. From here, you're going to hit the 90 degree, and it will rotate it like that because that's the size that you want. Next, you're going to uncheck this little lock up here. You're then going to change the width to 9.34 and the height to 8. That is the size that we use. That's what seems to work the best for us. A lot of designs that you get and you download, they're already at 9.3. We find with 9.3, there is a little white line that goes down the seam. To correct this, we've done a bunch of experiments, and 9.34 is what works the best for us. Now, the height, we use 8 because that's the tumblers we use for the 20 ounce. Go ahead and measure your tumblers first. Don't just go based on this size, because different tumblers companies, they have the height a little bit different each time. Some of ours need to be 7.7. Some of ours need to be 8.2. It depends on what yours is. What we're going to be printing this one on is going to be an 8. If it's a darker design, we usually do that a little bit smaller, and we usually leave a little gap near the top anyways, just because there is a fading risk, at least for us. But once you have the sizing done like this, you're going to go back on this part here, the transform, but this time you're going to go under a line, and you're going to go under the horizontal, you're going to click center, and vertical, you're going to click center. Oh, maybe click the design first so it actually works, and it will move it perfectly in the center. That way, whenever it prints and you go to cut it out, it's perfectly in the center. It makes it a lot easier to do. Now that you have your image right where you want it, you have all your settings done, you're going to go ahead and hit the print icon. From here, you're going to hit the blue print button. And then we're going to be printing on our Epson 2800 printer. That is the inkjet. So that's the one that automatically comes up here. We're going to go ahead and click more settings. And these are the settings that we use. So paper type, you're going to change that to presentation paper matte, because that is the paper that we use. You're going to change the quality from standard to high. You always want to print in the highest quality setting that your printer can do. That will give you the best print results, and then transferring it onto the tumbler will make it the highest quality as well. Next, you're going to go under more options, and if this was just a glitter design, one of our custom glitter designs, we don't need to mirror it. This one here, since it's hockey players, there is some text on there. go ahead and click on mirror, and we always uncheck bidirectional printing because for our printer it seems to clog up. Now if we did leave that on, it would print faster, but our printer clogs up. Feel free to test to see if your printer will work with it turned on, but we always turn it off. Next, you're going to go under custom and you're going to go click advanced. From here, this took a lot of trial and error for us. So the first thing for color mode, you're going to change it from Epson Vivid to Adobe RGB. Your gamma, we're going to leave it at 9.2, so the highest that it is. For color adjustments, you're going to click on slide bar, and then you're going to double click the brightness. You're going to change that to a 3. Contrast, a 6. Saturation, a 15. From here, you're going to go under cyan. You're going to do 3, magenta, 4, yellow, 5. That is the settings we use. It does a nice teal design. It does red's really vibrant as well, and that's kind of what we want. And all of our designs, we usually do these settings here. If right now we go and clicked color circle, you can see it's just a little bit closer to the red than it was, but your brightness and contrast, that's what matters the most. Now if you're printing a design that has more green in it, one thing we've noticed is maxing out the green. So instead of the little cursor being down here, you would go and put it at green. If you had mostly blue, you'd put it in blue, and that goes for any color. If you had a yellow one, you'd put it in the yellow as max. So the settings over here, the cyan, magenta, yellow, don't really matter so much. If you're doing a green design, you're going to go and you're going to change the brightness, contrast, and saturation to the 3, 6, and 15. And then in the color wheel, you're just going to max out the green or whatever color you are printing at that time. So since this one here is a multicolored image, you're going to go ahead and we're going to leave those settings. So I would hit OK. Now you would just double check that you have everything right. You're mirroring the image, bidirectional is turned off, and then you have the presentation paper matte and that it's in high. Once you double checked everything, you're going to hit OK. And then from here, you would go and hit the print button and it would start printing on your printer. It's a really great thing to do some experiments yourself to see what settings work the best for you, but this is what works the best for us. So the sizing, like I said, 9.34 wraps around the tumblers perfectly. There is no seam. It comes out seamless, and that's what we want. Your tumblers, do some experimenting, see if yours are the same size of ours, and adjust accordingly. So we've went all the way from 9.3 all the way up to 9.35, and 9.34 is what works the best for us. Same as the height. It depends on how tall your tumbler is. Different companies make them a different height, so you are going to want to measure that and print yours accordingly. And again, with the printer settings, those are what we use. I recommend testing those out, and depending on your printer, you might have to change some of those settings, but this is what makes our printer or our prints pretty much perfect and makes the design seamless. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next one. Please take care. Peace.